Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 5. Last episode, we entered the land of Tranquility, and it's basically a land of peace protected entirely by golems. And yet there is still some sort of problem. There's always problems. So, now that that's done, well, we could try and explore a bit more up there and out over there. I think instead we should go right to Solberg and see if we can find out just what the hell we need to do. So let's go do just that. There is a tower in the middle of the Land of Tranquility. It's set on a rise of stone and has four tall spires north, south, east, and west, perfect for the Archmage to look out over his lands. The fortress is made of heavy stone blocks. They have an eerie smoothness and uniformity, as if they were extracted from the living rock of the cavern with a prodigious expenditure of magic, which was probably the case. Some of the walls are cracked and burned, as if there has been a fight here recently. Apparently, the tranquility of Tranquility has not been without interruption. As you enter, you see that the keep is protected by stone sentinels. These defenders don't seem to be checking for the proper bracelet, which is a relief. The courtyard in the middle of the fort is very tranquil. There aren't townsfolk wandering around, just a handful of bats flittering from tree to tree. You have reached the fortress of the Archmage Solberg. Perhaps he can aid you in your quest to find Doricus and the Darkside Loyalists. Or at least not interrupt it too much. There is a stone sentinel standing guard. It is completely motionless. You suspect that if someone here called out an alarm, it would start moving very quickly. Probably. We'll probably not be stealing too much as long as things see us. Delivery entrance. Okay, this must be the main courtyard. You have an unusual encounter in this remote and hostile land. You see a familiar face. It is Dionisio, the Avernite agent you met in New Harston. He is as well dressed and clean as before. However, while his garb is still fresh, he looks tired. The journey out here must have been exhausting. Still, he maintains a cocky attitude. Oh, the enemy has arrived. Still on the hunt, eh? No luck? Oh well, keep trying. He moves closer to you and speaks quietly. I am looking for some help. I can pay. Let me know if you'd like to learn another easy payment. How is your journey here? Filthy. The muck, the rapid spraying water everywhere. It is so hard to maintain the proper appearance. Still, I've met lots of interesting people. Crude, thuggish, barely coherent, but interesting. The provinces are so invigorating. I suppose, though, I should thank you. What should you thank me for? Clearing the way, removing certain obstructions. I have followed rumors of your travel very closely. Where you walk, it is safe for me to follow. How'd you get past the sentinels? He raises an arm. His sleeve drops, revealing a gold bracelet set with an opal. I had this before I left the castle. I would not travel without preparations. Why didn't you warn me about the bracelets? The young are so charming. Why in the caves would I do that? Though we are social, we are not friends. Right. Dionisio walks around the tower garden, making a big show of admiring the trees and the architecture. He isn't fooling anyone. He knows he isn't fooling anyone. However, as an agent of the Avernite Crown, he has to maintain appearances. Still working for Avernum? I am. As you follow the crown, I follow the symbol of the sun. I will complete my tasks, even if it takes me to the bottom of the frontier. And during your travels, have you seen any sign of Doricus or the Darkside Loyalists? No, and even if I had, I would tell you. Our king is sincere in his desire to hunt down this attempted regicide. Doricus and those who stand with him are enemies of Avernum, as I hope you are not. What do you want me to do? Still interested in earning something extra? Good. He points up at the spire to the east. I have been trying to get Solberg to tell me what is in there. He will not. I have tried to find a way in. I haven't been able to. Get in there and tell me what you find. I will pay. Won't Solberg be upset? Probably not. It is the diplomatic dance. I ask, he lies. I demand to know, he refuses to say. The old eccentric is loyal to Avernum. He knows I will find out eventually, he just can't make it easy. Don't you trust Solberg? Dionisio looks around at what Solberg has created. The tower, the sentinels. He looks uneasy. But all he says is, The Archmage Solberg is a great hero of Avernum. A very diplomatic answer that didn't actually answer the question. I see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. There's a southwest exit. Southwest quadrant. Onyx bracelet required. What do we have? Ours is just dull. It doesn't really have anything else to it. Well, I explore around the outside. It's how I do things. I'm not going to actually... Oh, hello. Well, we'll leave those warped wolves alone. Can't really explore over there. Alright. Let's take a look over in the southeast. These are different golems. Shock Troop Sentinel. That does not sound very pleasant. Nothing over there. What does this one say? Southeast, Opal Bracelet. So, Onyx, Opal... Wonder what the last one is. I mean, it's something we don't have. Oh. That's interesting. It's very interesting. There's a secret button right there, which means there must be a way to get through. Ah? Aha. Ah, this is how we get into this tower, I guess. We'll investigate there later. For now, we still need to explore around here. Ah, hello. Ooh, more paper. Only need one more, I think. The Sentinels of Tranquility are each powered by a single charged crystal. These crystals are valuable and hard to make. Should you find a damaged Sentinel, you will be paid for their recovery. Anyone who brings one of these crystals to Malachite the Maintainer will be paid. There is a satchel hanging from a corner of the job board. You find that it contains a sheaf of blank papyrus sheets. A note attached to it says, "Please deliver to the Inama, Keeper of Prayers. Payment will be made." The Archmage Solberg loaned a set of calibrated calipers to the wizard Shafrir. Said wizard then penetrated farther into the northern frontier without returning his tools. Solberg will pay a generous reward to whoever can track this rogue down and recover his precious equipment. The patrol routes of the Sentinels have been a work in progress. Some invasive pests have found ways past their defenders and inhabited unused tunnels. Sakura will pay a bounty to whoever can find these blind spots and destroy the beast within. The first infestation is of goblins. There have been traces of them in the northern pillar barrier due north of the tower. That's probably where we're going to be going next. Alright, and here we have northeast quadrant. No bracelet sector. Humanoids not in the company of Solberg will be in grave danger. Oh! Goody! Well, at least now we know a bit of what's been going on. The northeast quadrant, do not enter. Understood. Okay, let's take a look around this place a bit. Solberg's Tower. We'll go there last. Let's look around elsewhere first. Sentinel Maintenance. There's a stone sentinel standing on this platform. It looks damaged. Some pieces of stone have been removed and others are being sanded and cleaned. In this state, it seems harmless. Yeah, same thing there. Can we break this? Cannot. That must be the maintainer. This chamber is full of crystals, tools, piles of polished stones, and the smell of ozone. A single Slithzerakai watches over it, inspecting several damaged sentinels and working on repairing them. When she sees that you are in her workshop, she takes a break from her work and runs up to you.
Shh! Stop! Don't touch! The sentinels are delicate. Some are broken. Be careful where you step.
Once she is satisfied that you have been adequately warned, she says,
I am Malachite. I am Maintainer.
Malachite. That's an unusual name.
Once it was a fashion to name the Avernum children after things in caves. Stones, gems. My mother, she copied ways of Avernum humans. Thus Malachite.
You repair the sentinels?
They are complicated. Some are new, golems of sort never made before. They fight, they break, they get confused. They are brought to me for fixing.
Who makes them?
Most were made by Sorengard, wizard helper of Solberg. But I can't talk about him. He is away.
How often do they break now?
Less than before. Enough that I can keep pace with them coming. We make them stronger and more independent. That helps them last, but it can cause other problems.
The Sentinels get confused?
Do not be foolish and make mistakes others make. They are creatures of pure magic. They require power from us to continue. But they are alive. They have simple thoughts, simple feelings.
For a moment she seems to forget that you are an Empire soldier.
It is something Solberg doesn't understand. Or can't.
What do you think of the defenses in Tranquility?
I think that I repair the Sentinels. I will continue to do so for as long as I can.
Malachite walks around the workshop tending to each of the damaged Sentinels. Sometimes she replaces cracked stone components. She swaps in fresh crystals or talks quietly and soothingly to her patients. What else do you do besides repairs?
I test things. Test our defenses to make sure they work. Solberg is great, but he stays in tower. Makes, but does not test. I test, or I send others to test when test is dangerous.
I am low on resources. If you could help me, I would help with your tests.
Yes, we are far from our lands. You are far from your people. You need supplies. I need to know things. This is a good trade. There are 4 quadrants. The northeast quadrant has no people yet. It is a dangerous place for you. Only sentinels. But I think that the defenders there are not patrolling in the right pattern. No, I am sure. I want you to use stealth. There are 3 crystal pillars in that quadrant. 1 to the northwest, 1 in the center, 1 to the southeast. Walk to the first, then the second, then the third, and do not be seen by the sentinel. Tell me how you did this, and I will give supplies.
I think we can do that. Sure. It'll be tricky, but we'll work on it. Alright. What is this area? There are several refugees camped in this half-finished building. They don't want to talk to you, but you managed to eavesdrop a bit. The Anama keep coming to look at the Sentinels, congratulating themselves all smug as if they've been proved right. But we will prevail. I've heard that the Sentinels are being driven mad by Sorengard. He turned out to be a traitor after all. Why did Solberg let the Empire soldier in? I think the Empire is responsible for this. The enemy shouldn't be allowed to live. At least he finally listened to the warnings. We didn't have to wait until someone was killed. This building is half finished. It is now full of agitated refugees. You hear them muttering and arguing about the homes they fled to come here. Most of them avoid you. One doesn't. He has a tall, proud-looking Nephil. He wears an iron bracelet set with a piece of onyx. Greetings, outsider. I am Goodman Tati. I have been cautioned to not talk to you. I need to be listened to. Nobody will. So I talk to you. I look for help. Where are you from? I am Avernite. My home is in southwest quadrant. Not now. Now no home. What is this building? I do not know what it would be. Now it is where they place the victims until they know what they are doing with us. We came here to be safe. Here we are safe. Out we are not. You wanted to be safe? From what? Look to your own history, Empire soldier. We Nephilim, our desire is to be safe. To be safe is greater than most. We know what it is to be hunted. Goodman Tati paces anxiously around the dusty room. He and the other refugees keep a healthy distance from each other. You need my help. I need help of someone. Might as well be you. Other people hiding here are from southeast quadrant. I am not southeast. I am southwest, so they don't listen. They avoid me. Go on. A sentinel destroys my home. Nobody listen. They say I do it, want attention, want more wealth. Why would I do that? I want you to find man's sentinel, show that I am right. And if I wanted to do that, how would I? My home is in southwest quadrant, west wall. The sentinel that was bad, I knew it was already. It was odd that when it was near my home. Then one day it smashes it. I flee. I tell them. They do not listen. They tell me to be quiet. Prove that I am right, that I am not mad. I can pay. Honestly, I can.
We'll investigate for you, gladly. Ooh, paper. Hey, the last paper we need. We'll turn this quest in later. Where does it go into again? Sage Belkin of Shanker's Tower. Okay, later. This spacious office is full of paperwork. Maps, rosters, a scroll describing every citizen of Tranquility. The Archmage Solberg's paradise is, if nothing else, organized. An aging Avernite woman is in charge of keeping the chaos at bay. She isn't happy to see you. I'm good wife Sakura. I'm the people's liaison. Unless you want to live here, I can't help you. No supplies, no bracelets. You don't give out bracelets? I can give out the crudest variety and no more. Only Solberg can do better. You note that her bracelet is iron, set with onyx. You are the people's liaison? I deal with the people, their complaints, their needs. I help the ones who are already here, and I evaluate the ones who want to live here. Do many want to live here? More than we can accept. Solberg is very strict. We can only take those that we can feed. The number increases as we build farms, but one day there will be a limit. What do the people need? Tools, buildings. They get enough, but they always want more. Why are there so many people outside? They are from the southeast quadrant. They came here after the trouble started. If you want to leave that way, you'll need to learn more about them soon enough. Tell me more. I am too busy. The Archmage gave word that if anyone were to tell you what's happening, he would. Go talk to him. I spoke with Goodman Tati. He told me that a sentinel destroyed his home. Suka is furious. I told him to deal with us directly. Instead, he is trying to upset people with... There is no problem in the other quadrants. None. I will speak with him. Move on, outsider. No, I will help him. Talking Stone servants have a variety of skills and abilities. They also have one thing in common. They don't talk. A merchant has set up a tiny little shop in the corner of this unfinished room, where he tries to sell what little of his wares he brought here with him. It is a difficult task, as he constantly has to snatch his wares away before the stone servants step on them. I'm Hulat. I'm not too proud to trade with the Empire. I need the money. No! What are you doing here? I'm from the southeast quadrant. We're all here now. The Sentinels, they've gone crazy. Who lived in the southeast quadrant? Skilled workers, craftsmen. Since mushrooms don't grow as well there, that's where Solberg sent the artisans. And then we all came back. Did the Sentinels kill anyone? He shows you his bracelet, gold set with an opal. Not yet, but they tried. Those who had this bracelet, they were supposed to leave us alone. Usually they did. Sometimes they forgot, though. They'd turn hostile just for a minute, chase us. One threw a bolt at me. I barely dodged it. We saw it was getting worse, so we left before we died. We came here because it was supposed to be safe. Great. Problems. What is being built here? Some laboratory thing, something magic. Who knows? We all settled here because that's where there was room. Let me see your wares. Nothing we need. I'd like to sell a few small things. The coins are always helpful. Thank you. Probably won't be able to go up there. More refugees. Artisan's workshop under construction. Oh, okay. And over here we have construction. Report malfunctioning workers here. There's a lot of paperwork in here. This man is neither a wizard nor a warrior. He's a rarity out on the frontier, an architect. He sits at his desk with dozens of plans and sketches spread out before him. Occasionally, he barks out orders to an assistant. When he sees you, however, he reacts very strongly. The pen drops from his hand. He looks to the window as if he expects to see something. When it isn't there, he looks back at you. I am Domont. I direct all the construction here, though I don't think I will be doing this work much longer. He fingers his bracelet nervously. It's gold, set with an opal. Tell me about your work. Archmage Solberg wants Tranquility to be a beacon for all of Avernum, a place of security and safety. To do that, he needs homes, and silos and buildings. I design them. I direct their construction. I command the humans and the stone servants. Is there much left to be done? A lot. Not counting the repair of damage caused by Mad Sentinels, construction is only partially complete in the southwest and southeast and northwest quadrants. And the northeast quadrant, nothing is there but Sentinels. There isn't even a bracelet that will allow you pass safely. No, only someone who wanted to steal Solberg's secrets would go up there. Solberg's secrets? What? Did I say something? Forget it. You use a lot of stone servants. Everything in Tranquility functions because of Solberg's golems. He seems to think that this can work forever. I'll not be the one to correct him. Domont sits uneasily in his chair as if he might run at any moment. The sketches and plans sit ignored. How'd you come to be here? By boat. I was offered an exciting life and good pay. So far I've received both. And I've learned much, and made interesting new friends. New friends? You shall meet them soon enough. What an odd thing to say. You said that you won't be working here much longer? Perhaps, but why are you talking to me? You should hear what the Master has to say. You'll find him very interesting and sensible. He is in the North Tower. Don't let me delay you. Okay. Ooh, managed to open this one. What is in here? More iron bars, a healing elixir, and a curing potion. Not much else of use. All that leaves is a North Tower, where Solberg himself is. Caution, test portal. Perhaps you shouldn't touch it right now.